Hello, welcome to Rustaholic. I'm Patrick, and we are still working on my 1969 Plymouth Fury. In the last episode, I think we pulled out a couple spark plugs. At this time, I've pulled them all out, and they all look pretty much the same. They're very black, running really rich, and I feel like that is probably the issue that I'm having. And after thinking about it for a while, these didn't look like that when I came back from Daytona, and the carburetor setup is exactly the same. I think what happened is, this is a 30cc accelerator pump, and what I put in there was a 50cc accelerator pump. Then we drove it about an hour out of town and drove it back, and I think that's about as much time as it took to just get these things totally fouled. That's my theory anyway. I might be totally wrong. Go ahead and put it in the comments. But if that's the case, and I clean these back up, and I put in a new 30cc instead, I'll be back to where my carburetor was operating at originally. It was running really good. It was not fouling plugs, and hopefully we'll be good to go. It's definitely a heck of a lot better than what I thought, which was a transmission issue, so it doesn't seem like we probably have that right now, so that's the good thing. There's a win there. So I'm going to go ahead and clean these up, and then we'll take that carb off, and we'll replace this. Hopefully, if it's not raining tomorrow, we'll be able to do another test drive. So. Cleaned up, that's all done. They're still hot, so we'll let them cool, but that cleans them up pretty good. So while they're cooling, I'm gonna jump back in and get this carburetor out, and then we'll go ahead and replace that diaphragm back down to the 30cc. So, all right, next step. I got the carburetor out, and we're going to take it apart. The one thing I noticed, which is the theme of all this, there's gasoline everywhere. Even when I pulled the carb off of the top of the manifold there, you could see it's just wet with gas inside of this. I mean, it's just no bueno. So I think I made a mistake here, is what I'm thinking. And I just put in the wrong size. Let's hope that's the case. Yeah. So that is quite a bit bigger than this one. I'll have to go back and look at the video. I thought the one I pulled out of there was roughly the same size. That seems weird, because now my arm doesn't touch at all. Maybe I just had this set poorly. That's way too loose compared to this guy. Seems about right. Well, this cap is pretty deep compared to this guy. I think I would expect a thinner cap. Having one of those moments where you think you had something figured out, and then you're second guessing all the things. Because this seems right. The as far as the cap goes and how everything fits, considering no adjustments were made since the last one, the replacement one. And if I do replace it with this one, that's a lot of adjustment. That seems more than should be necessary for a thing. All right, we're gonna pause video. We're gonna decide how to move forward. Great. All right, I'm back, and through some kind of magic, I was able to find the old one. And check it out. They're basically the same. I mean, this one looks maybe the tiniest bit shorter. Like, just like, I don't know, this was probably like a 40cc, where this is a 50cc. But there's no way that this 30cc, this little guy here, I can put in there. It won't work. The bracket here, this little screw, I couldn't even unscrew this enough to actually touch this, so I don't think I could even try that even if I wanted to. So that means that's going back in, which means I fixed nothing by pulling this out. But maybe it's just a matter of, hey, this has changed, this carburetor's air-fuel mixture, ratio, everything, and I just got to start from scratch, like this is a brand new carb, and go through all the steps and try to get it redialed in with this, because obviously it's running way too rich right now. So I think that's what we'll do. I'll go ahead and put this all back in. I've got the plugs all cleaned up and ready to go. We'll start it up, let it get warmed up tomorrow, and then we'll get the vacuum gauge on it and we'll start dialing it in. And see if we can make this run a little bit leaner, because this seems to be the one I want, but now I'm getting too much fuel, so we got to fix that. All right, we're back. I did get everything all put back on the car, and there was really only one item that I adjusted, and that is the accelerator pump arm. Once I got it all set and put back together, I reviewed how to get that tuned properly from Holly, and I could tell that it was actually not adjusted properly. That arm was pushed down further than it needed to be, probably 25% actually. I still don't know how that equates to more fuel getting in there. I really don't, but I did adjust that properly, and I'll show you real quick what that is, the adjustments I made. And then after that, I'm just gonna get it started here. And I think that the fact that I cleaned all the plugs, at a minimum, I should be good for 100 miles before they foul up again. But of course, there's other things. You don't want that much fuel going into your engine in the first place. I know that. I don't want that, but I got the vacuum gauge on here too, and I'm gonna just see if there's any changes to our fuel air mixture. Again, it was my understanding that the accelerator pump is like a transitional circuit, and it shouldn't really have any effect at idle whatsoever. So I don't know why my air fuel mixtures would change at idle, which is where I set it. I don't set it with the throttle open, so I don't know. We'll step through this and we'll see how it goes. But first, let me just show you the adjustment that I made on that accelerator pump arm, and the amount of travel that was compressed before. All right, so here's the arm, and what I can show you here is this is about 1/8 up. Previously, when it was installed before, this was flush, or if not, just a little bit down into this nut. So that's a whole 1/8 of travel for sure that accelerator arm shouldn't have been doing. So right now it's good there, and on the top end it's also not bottoming out. Still got lots of room for the arm at wide open throttle. Not that this car ever gets to wide open throttle, but hey, everybody's got to have goals. there you go. I mean, vacuum gauge says we're as dialed in air fuel mixture as we can be in that regard. I don't even know. So I'm gonna take it for a test drive anyway, just to make sure that we are in fact dealing with a fuel issue. If we get out there and we still are having the same thing happen this early, even after cleaning all the plugs, then there might be something else going on. Because as of right now, they shouldn't foul that fast. Especially since I made at least 100 miles last time without an issue with the same accelerator pump diaphragm that wasn't even set properly. So I don't know, it's at least set it properly this time, and let's just see if there's any differences, you know, test, reiterate, repeat, that sort of thing. All right, let's do it. All right, here we go, test drive number 2. Starting to think I made a mistake there. Yeah, because this is a bad spot. 55 miles an hour, 55 miles an hour, 55 miles an hour, no outlet. Screwed. So what is it? Well, obviously I didn't fix anything. All right, let's see if we can work our way back. We don't mess around and just try to get back there, we might have a shot. Well, we're back in the garage. That was quite an adventure. What the actual, what is going on? I don't even know. So we gotta come up with something else. I don't know if I'm gonna end it here and see if you guys can help me. I don't know, maybe we swap out this distributor. It still seems like it's fuel though, so why the change? I don't know.